We think knowledge is what the mind holds. But Ibnay Arabi says, love is a deeper kind of knowing because it changes the knower. People usually define knowledge as information. If you can describe something, you think you know it. But Ibnay Arabi makes a strict distinction. There is knowledge that stays outside you and knowledge that transforms you. And only transformed knowledge is real. Let's reason. If you know a truth only as a concept, your ego can still remain untouched. You can speak about Allah, debate about Allah, argue about Allah, and still be the same person. So that knowledge has not reached the center. It has not reached the heart. Now consider love. Love is not merely emotion. Love is orientation. Love is what the soul moves toward without calculation. And that movement is important because movement reveals reality. You do not truly know something until it has the power to pull you. A person can describe water perfectly, but thirst is what proves they actually need it. In the same way, Ibnay Arabi says, the soul does not truly know Allah until it longs for Allah, because longing is evidence that the heart has recognized its dependence. Now here is the key logical point. Knowledge by concept always keeps distance. The knower remains separate from what is known, but love collapses distance. Love refuses separation. It does not say, I will analyze the real. It says, I want the real. And that desire is not created by the ego. The ego desires possession, but love desires union. So love is already a kind of unveiling. It is the soul being pulled by the source of its own existence. This is why Ibnay Arabi says love is stronger than knowledge. Because love does what knowledge cannot. It dissolves the self. And the self is the greatest veil. If Allah is the necessary reality, then everything depends on Allah. So love is not random. Love is the natural gravity of contingent being toward the necessary. It is the return of the dependent to the independent. And this is why the deepest seekers do not become proud. They become tender. They become humble. Because love makes it impossible to claim ownership. You cannot say, I achieved Allah. You can only say, I was drawn. So Ibnay Arabi teaches, love is the strongest form of knowledge because it is knowledge that becomes you. It transforms your will, your identity, your sense of separation. And when love reaches its peak, it no longer feels like your love. It feels like Allah loving through you. And at that point, the knower and the known begin to collapse. Not by confusion, but by recognition that Allah was always the real, and the self was only a temporary veil.